right? I don't know.
Hello.
That's the fan.
Fans.
Fan hand. Hello, replay people. Don't forget your thumbs. We always remind you that because it does help the Al Gore and his rhythms and Annie Lennox's of the world, of the YouTube streets. And happy Saturday, because that's when we're having this. I don't know whatever day it is that you're watching it, but happy
Saturday
that
for
day.
us.
Yeah. And let us know in the chat when you could see us. And don't forget to leave a comment because we always pick somebody and pick a winner from each comment. You see, fan, because we both forgot our fans today.
Yes.
Yes. And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. I do have my phone, which it's a little more difficult to see over there. So let me go back up, and I do want to say hello to. Oh, it's not taking me all the way to the top. Darn it. But I know Zoila was here, so I'm not going to be able to say hello to everybody. Hello, Yarn Therapy with Ruth. Her middle name is Ruth. And Joanne is here, and I'm not going to be able to say it to everybody, but also Karen W. Hello, Frizzy B. Jen, Jim's Hobby Nook, and Bendy Jendy's in the house. Joanne Thompson, hello. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, rainy day today, Kathy. All weekend's going to be rainy. Sucks. Hello, Diane, my sister. And Leslie's Crochet Corner. Make sure you come. Rebecca McCauley. It's funny because I think of you when I see my crows now, and they're always there. My chickens are scared to death of the crows, by the way. Hello, Flower Tammy Flower, Noel Doodleflower, and Anna Bananas in the house. Make comments so I could say hello. Crochet and Chill. Hello, Cassie. Hello, Missy. Yeah, rainy at Missy's too. Hello, Doneen. And I saw someone else in here I wanted to say hi to. Paula and Gwen with all of her aliases.
I think it was Penny. There was a new name.
Yeah, we had someone I wanted to say hello to.
And it only lets you hold it for so long, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had it all the way to the top and didn't. Oh, Kendra, thank you. And yeah, that reminds me. Anything that's given today, we're picking the winner today. I know you didn't do it for that reason, Kendra. You just did it because of your kindness.
Paula and I are twinning. Apparently, both had the same idea. They're full mermaid again too.
I saw. I did watch a little bit. I was lurking. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Barbara. Barbara B. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. I did watch some of you and Diana's live. I didn't comment. I did leave a thumb. I just wasn't able to converse. Hello. Thank you, Anna. I'm just going to write them down as we go because we are picking today. And hello, Karen, JSB. Good to see you guys. Look at them already. I was feeling bleh, and now already just knowing you guys are here.
Which is good because I am not doing well today.
Yeah.
Having a bad side effect from a med change. Yeah. I already talked to the doctor yesterday, and we're going to go back to the original dose I was on. But my stomach is not well, so I might be getting up and leaving sometime during this.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back.
If she gets up and walks away, we'll just deal with it. And I think it was Penny. I saw Penny in here. I wanted to say hello and welcome in. Yeah. And if I missed you, it's never intentional. You know that. Hello, Lacey. You made friends with a crow. Oh my gosh. Right after you heard them buzz. Oh my God. Crows, they have they're amazing. Hello, Mary Mayhem. There's Penny. Hello, Penny, and welcome in. Yeah, they're amazing creatures. Oh, Angelise, hello. Thank you, Noel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have 3, sometimes I see 4 crows now in my yard. And I did that purposely to deter the owls and hawks, not the owls so much, but the hawks that hang out there. Suzanne Goulet, hello. Hello, Lynn Moore. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, feel better. Yes. Exactly. I know. She's got big company coming and then going on a trip. Hopefully it feels better before she's got to travel. But yeah, the crows.
Would it be me if it wasn't a stomach issue that needs the bathroom right before I'm going to do something?
Of course. That's how it is. Murphy's Law, right?
I really like the gray against the pink.
Yeah, when she had her hair all dyed yesterday, she just had that one section of like just screaming at you, silver hair. And I love it because it's like a great freak streak. Hello, Linda Fisk. Hello, Beth. Welcome in. And Jessica, did I say hello to you? If not, hello. And if I did, hello again. Anyway, guys, Yeah, today, not a lot of housekeeping. Well, I guess some.
I mean, we got a little bit. So I'm not going to be around, as most of you know. So Wednesday, I will be en route to Rhode Island and then be in Rhode Island. So they're going to, oh, hold on, skip ads.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not on StreamYard, so we can't do the word thing. Feel free to write words or just keep
oh,
the
write
chat going.
words.
It's
Yeah,
great
keep
for
keep
us.
writing things in the chat. Thank you, Heidi.
But Wednesday I'll be traveling, so they're probably going to show some like yarn and just stuff like that, like things that are easier for them to see how long they could do for a live on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. Hello, Tracy. I'm gonna try to do the live by myself. Arrow Lover, I think I said hello to you. And we were gonna, yeah, we did get your email, but you're good. I got your address. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to go live by myself on Wednesday, depending on how I feel. You know, I'm still a struggle every day. I'm getting better. Don't worry about me. I've been here, done that. It just aggravating and frustrating, you know. So anyway.
Feel free, if you think about it and you have some either questions you can think of, some things that are going on the YouTube streets, things so that if they start to get panicky and you can tell that there's no movement really happening, that's a really, really good way to help any content creator out. But especially for them on Wednesday, if y'all can.
Yeah. And VJ was here. I did see VJ. And hello, Vima. Vima's Crochet. Well, welcome in. Everybody welcome Vima in. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. If not, you just got it nicknamed that way anyway, because we tend to do that. Rebecca McCauley. Thank you, Rebecca.
Prime example of nickname.
Yeah. And I love that our nicknames that we've given a lot of you has spread out throughout the community, that other people are actually using those nicknames as well. So it cracks me up. Makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm. Right? And then the following day, Dee will be doing the dibs on Dee's Creative Hands Crochet.
Yes.
Mama G will not be part of it because I'm not going to be here, and now just be a lot. It's a lot.
It's too much. And I don't want to make a promise to do something and then back out last second. The live by myself, if that happens, that happens. But to do something with, I have a lot of yarn and I've been dyeing yarn, and maybe Wednesday I'll show you some of the yarns I've been dyeing. But hello, Stella's mom, Stella. It's tough on the throat. Yarn therapy, I did say hi to you. I have been a struggle week too. Yeah, I know a lot of people are struggling, and it's sad. Hello, Blind Stitches.
Hello, Blind Stitches.
It's good to see you. Hello, and welcome in.
Currently, not only do I have my bats with ghosts, so it's a headband that has springs that go to these little bats that are on them. So when I laugh, they shake. But then I also dyed my hair. So my hair is currently blue, purple, red,
all the rainbow, all over
pink.
the place. Oh, thank you, Stella.
That's what's going on the Rusty head today.
Yeah, mine is. I need to dye my hair, but I just haven't been. Oh, and Sally, thank you so much. Sally Kindness. Yep, one of my chickens, his name is Kindness. Sally Kindness Stevens. Yeah, I named all the chickens. I'm trying to remember, like, when I see them and how to differentiate the two that are the same, two sets of two. And I have to change their name, see what's different about them to be able to remember which one's which. Thank you so much, Missy. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Oh, we appreciate it so much. And it really does.
To the new people, we're going to be actually showing it in a moment.
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah.
So right before we get to that, we'll just explain a little bit if you want to take over while I sip about what this is.
Yeah.
What's happening here.
Yeah. With what we do, for anyone who's new, just let you know, every month we do a monthly appreciation giveaway, a gift away. And it's just usually a little bag of yarn or something. You never know really what's in there. And super chats, super stickers. It's a way to thank you guys for your kindness and generosity. Hello, Brad. And also so anybody who gives super chats, super stickers, gifted memberships get entries into it each live. We do a live on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, and I try to do a live we'll try this week, but we do a live also Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And on those times when we get those things, you get entered in. But we also give away tickets for nothing. You know, I mean, like we just give away tickets as well, and you get entered, and then we give entries if you leave replays and entries for other things, you know, all kinds of things. And this way, you know, each month you get a chance to win a gift away. And we also have, if you are a member of our Black Cats, the Rainbow Cats, we have another separate giveaway gift away for that. But those people get entered for just that. They also get entered in for the appreciation one. So yes. Oh, and Leslie, thank you very, very much. I'm struggling to read the chat. So, oh, Noelle got it. That's awesome. And I'll show you what's in the bag, just so you know. I picked it out this morning, most of it. Some of it I picked out the other day.
I was gonna say we're through what we needed to say, so
it's almost done.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So let me show you what's in there.
Perfect.
Oh, Kimmy, and hello, Kirsten. Guys, it's good to see. Oh, Tammy Rigney. Tammy, thank you so much. And I also have the list of people that sent organza bags. They got extra entries. Go ahead.
You can forward me the email, but they already have your email, your information. So we were talking about it before the live. Like,
yeah. So I asked if I don't know what address you mailed it to, and you might have mailed it to something I didn't look at in the last couple of days. Whatever. Don't worry about it. We got you. Yeah, we know you're acknowledging that you know. Okay. And anyway, so we got a 5-pack of this. It's kind of like an Americana. Okay, yeah. An old Americana type. And Lexi, I did say hi to you. Marie Chavez is in the house. Anyway, there's 5 of these. I won't go through all the stats. There's a lot of yardage. All right. And this is what's going to be given away today. All right. And then here, this is really nice. This is really pretty. I use other colors of this in granny squares that I'm doing. But these 3 colors, I left them in the bag, and I thought they were awfully pretty together. It's a richer blue, purple. It's showing up crappy on her camera. Hello, Ganny Joe. Ganny Joe, I hope you're feeling better, hon. And you got a white, but this would be a nice little baby blanket or even a nice little shawl or something. And then I did grab these I showed you the day, but this.
Brad, I randomly see you doing this.
Oh yeah,
in my mind, and just start laughing, like when I'm like wandering around my house cleaning.
All right, here's 3. Yeah, Brad was hysterical when he was ready. Camera 2, he was directing us when he was visiting. The Burnett Tweety. It's purple with some blues and a little bit of mauves. Oh my gosh, Paula, thank you so much. And there's 3 of these. Want to look at the maybe tell the yardage, because there's 3 of those.
It is. I can never find the information on these things. It's amount of yards. Oh, is it on this thing?
19, 20, 20.
Oh, there we go. It is 247 bendable yarns.
Yes.
Of acrylic and cotton mix.
Bendy.
Tweed colors.
Yeah, pretty. And it's got blues and purples and mauves. But I thought that was pretty. And there's a lot in here to make something. So there's those. And then we'll throw them all back in the bag. And then I did show you this before because
I finally dyed it.
Yeah, it does look beautiful. Mine I'll do next. I got 2 of your Joann's Big Twist Rainbow, because next month is Pride Month. For us, Pride Month is all year round. But and then let me throw these back in the bag. And then I also threw in. I just bought these. These are so sweet. Thank you so much, Anna. You want to show that, and then I'll write Anna. There's 2 of these, and I thought, I'll let you guys have them.
This is fun. Oh, thank you. I very rarely don't wear dark colors, but this is one of my few non-dark colors.
Not in dark, but you get 2 of those. And this is the banana. Oh, Anna, I should have sent this to you for Anna Banana. Yeah, I know it looks blown out with
174 yards. Also bendable.
Also very bendable. Everything is bendable. Let me throw these back in the bag to give us space here. And then there's one other little thing. Definitely little thing. I'm hoping all this will fill. I got those big super bags.
I'll have a good day, Helix.
Oh, Helix, you have a great day, darling.
Last Dance concert. Have fun.
Oh my gosh. And then the last thing is nothing super special, but I'll take it out of the bag. It's a little bit of yarn that I dyed.
Nothing super special, just her hand-dyed yarn.
Well, it's Marino and Stellina. And who's here?
Oh, Helix has to go.
Oh, Helix. This is Marino and Stellina, and it's shades of brown. And there's 211 yards. It's 120 grams. And it's saying it's a 4-weight. This brand is kind of like a light 4-weight, but anyway, so I'm throwing that in the giveaway as well.
I can't pop comments up because of
Yeah, we're not in the stream.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize. I'm having like a throat bag.
Oh, and we're also throwing in a just deal with it bag, Notions bag from Rusty. So I thought that was good. So just deal with it. And we do have big monster bags that I ordered. I don't know how to do the measurements. So these things, this will be perfect. It'll fit in the bag. Cool. So those are, oh, Linda, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Zoila. I still haven't done much of my channel. I have to.
I know. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Zoila. Zoila's always on it. You're in lurking mode. I'm sure you're tired.
I'm also wiped out right now.
Yeah, we're all having a day. Moonlight Tracy, thank you.
Yeah, for some of our newbies that came in today, our channel talks a lot about equality and inclusivity and all of that, but we also talk a lot about mental health because we all have issues with it. And you know, sometimes did you get the ones that are just popping up here?
Oh, Arrow Lover, thank you so much.
But yeah, we talk a lot about mental health. I've always wanted to make every place around me a safe place for people to feel like they can be themselves.
Yeah.
And judging by this community, what it's become and what comments you all leave.
Yeah, the feedback
that we get. This is a wonderful little community where you can feel safe and accepted to be who you are.
You are definitely, we will keep you as safe as our abilities allow. And thank you, darling. We actually have niched people off the channel if they were being rude to anybody on here. We don't tolerate rudeness and that kind of stuff. I mean, there are people on the planet and sometimes they might pop in, but we try to make this as open.
For almost 4 years in, you really haven't had much issues.
Yeah, less than 3 times, I think, with everything, including all comments. You know, we've been very blessed to not have to deal with a lot. I know a lot of content creators, not at their fault, you know. What a Captain, I'm sure it's something Captain Bramble said. Yeah.
He goes, "You're having a bad day, Rusty. At least you're not married to a machine."
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was the exact line?
Thank you so.
You're one sexy piece of machinery.
Oh, that's
one
cute.
tall, sexy piece of machinery.
That's cute.
Debo came in and gave us a hug.
I missed it.
Always, but yeah, that's what he said when he talked to Aaron, and it was one of those. Yeah, like, you know, that comment from the wrong person can be really creepy, but from him was a super endearing, wonderful compliment.
Was a compliment for sure.
Yeah,
really fantastic people in this community. You're right, Lacey. That's if our channel, you know, we're trying to get to 4,000 by our four year. Only because it's a round figure. It's like having the correct change,
or like getting your gas to the double zeros.
Yeah. So it's only for that reason, because we're so comfortable. And hello, Allie Artifacts. Thank you so much, Allie and Kimmy. Oh my gosh. But we would rather this be the community that we have here. I feel comfortable with. I think you guys feel comfortable with one another. We're a family. You guys are hanging out right now in Rusty's living room in her in-house. You know, that's how we like it. And thank you again, Kimmy. Writing and thinking at the same time.
It really is just a wonderful community.
No, truly. And some of the comments that we get from you guys and the feedback from you guys just makes it worth it, you know, like really not makes it worth it, but gives us gives me, I can speak for myself, it gives me the strength to get here. Like, I was doing good this morning. I'm not to go into my crap business, but doing all right this morning. Today I had a fairly decent good morning, and then I got here and I was starting to not feel, I call it squirrely. I started to feel squirrely, and wasn't, you know, sure if I was gonna be able to stay. But you guys love and prayers and all that
And also
really
Queer Eye.
do. And we did watch Queer Eye, so that
Not
was
to be
very
confused
helpful.
with Queer Eye for the straight
Yeah.
guy. Queer Eye is a much different show with wonderful
Yeah.
people that do wonderful things.
Yeah, no, that did help. I wasn't, yeah. And then Marie sends me beautiful affirmations in the morning, and a lot of you have reached out and said hello and just see how I was. I mean, I really don't. Mary Simpson, hello, and hello, Pauline.
Paula,
What?
sorry you're having to endure that Marie again.
Oh, I know, right? She's such a pain. I know, but no, it's really nice. She sends me in the morning. It's nice to wake up to a few of you have done that, either voice messages or whatever, and it really, I mean, it really does make me smile. It really does. And just for the record, a lot of this anxiety episode that I had was the fear of going on that trip with the man that lives in this place, not because of the man, the fear of going to Boston, Salem, all the places that I love and would love to go to. And today he said, "Are we going to go?" And I'm like, there's no way I can do it. I struggled to get to the post office the other day. So, and that's those people. I love the people at our post office. So we have to cancel the trip. I know he's disappointed and probably upset, but I'm disappointed too because I would love to be able to go. I just don't feel strong enough to be able to do that. These the flush, and you can't control your mind all the time. You could try, but sometimes the evil mind, the negative thoughts overpower the positive thoughts, and I have not yet learned the tools to really win over it completely. Hello, Mark and Mandy.
And I will say, for anybody here that knows somebody that deals with even just regular anxiety or some level of panic, one of the best things you can do as a person around them in that moment is recognize that, and if it's bothering you, just tell me.
Yeah, no, I'm
recognize that they're losing control. So the best thing you can do is give them as much control as possible.
Yes.
So what I'll do with her is not rapid fire. I will offer, if you would like when we were trying to get to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, we can turn around and I can call the doctor and see if we can Zoom.
Yeah, which that didn't even pop into my head because I'm consumed.
Pull over and you can get out of the car, and then I would wait a little bit.
Yeah.
We could make it to town and see if we can make it to Erin at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I offered opportunities without taking any control of it. So here's things we can do. Whichever one is best for you is what's also best for me in this time.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you could do. Give them as much control as you can.
And from someone receiving that, while I'm not able to think rationally because I'm consumed with the fear of the panic coming, like when she says, "Oh, we could do a video," I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I'm thinking, I was able to.
Yeah, you're giving them control
a little bit.
The rational thought.
Hello, Beth. Yeah, so I could. Here's an idea. And then we made it to the store, and I didn't think I was going to make it. I broke down at the store and started to cry. Jessica Johnson. And then we just stood there and was no pressure. And she's like, well, I could call. She took control and called up to see about the hydration thing and blah, blah, blah. But the point being is what she's telling you, coming from somebody who has panic disorder all my life and swallowing issues all my life, that what she's telling you does help me. It may help somebody that if you know somebody, but be patient and be kind to somebody that's going through something like that, because they're already have so much negativity and so much fear. It's and our rational logical mind knows that it's irrational, but it doesn't make it still takes it just it's a mind game. And
when we first walked into the shop, I can tell because Erin had sent me a Marco, which is a video walkie-talkie app, basically. Had sent me a Marco about stuff that was going on there. So I can tell when I walked in, they were ready to be like, "Oh, hey, blah 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 blah" about what was going on. So I was in front of her and I was just like, and her whole thing, she just went from that to, okay, what are we working on? Like how affecting
she literally did.
Yeah,
she just
everything
the level just dropped from the hyper. Because if you're norepinephrine, which is adrenaline, is shooting. You don't need more. I mean, like I walk around a lot. I move around. Sometimes I'll jump. I'll do silly things, just to get it going. Oh, Jessica said, thank you so much for the super chat and the comment. But yeah, no, it's something, like I said, I'm fine. I will get through this. I just do think it's going to be a little while. I had thought I was over this crap because the last time I had this episode happen was 20 years ago. So I moved out to the country. I'm retired. I thought my life is easy peasy now. Why would I have this? But the idea of going on this trip and making plans, I don't make plans to do things. And I know a lot of some of you have said, oh, let's do this, get together. I can't make those kinds of plans because I don't know how I'm going to feel that day.
Yeah.
And this was definitely written in stone. The man took the time off from work, all of this, rented the cabin, blah, blah, blah. And he asked today, and I'm like, I can't do it. So he's just going to work that week and he'll have to deal with it because he married me. He knew this was an issue when he married me. So I told him, I said, if you can't handle it, then just take a walk.
All right.
Yeah, anyway, so we were done with that. I didn't mean to babble
No, it's
on.
fine. No, that's part of our channel. We talk about this stuff. We're always true.
And it still is May, so it's still Mental Health Awareness Month. But yeah.
We do have some fun things to look at.
Yes.
I got a new 3D wooden puzzle. I think I might have showed you the box.
I know you talked about it, but you showed me. I don't know if you showed them the box. But this
But
thing
I
is
opened
cool.
it so I can show you guys more about it. And then we have some necessaries.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so that happened. So,
let's just do the necessaries quick. So you can,
it's over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I can grab it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Anna Banana. All right, yeah. So, part of the anxiety is your brain gets confused. So
funny for both of us.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you in a minute.
They're going camping one night with Petey's coming here tomorrow, and then they're going camping and they're traveling to Rhode Island, as she said. So I, as a mother, and why my nickname is Mama G is because I've always been the one to always prepare beforehand and make sure everybody had their Band-Aids, took their medicines, yada, yada, yada. Everybody had water, all the. Anyway, so it's part of.
If you needed it, her bag had it.
I had it. Mary Poppins.
Okay. Very much.
Very Mary Poppins. So anyway, I prepared. This is one of them. There's other things, but this is one that I put in a bag. Oh, thank you so much, Stella. I put these things in a bag and I wrote on there, I wanted to write travel necessities, but they're also travel accessories. So I ended up writing travel necessaries, which is not a word up until now. So making plans seems like a big trigger. Yeah, Lynn, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm putting myself in a predicament to have to do it. And then I start freaking, But yeah, so I wrote necessaries. So that's a new word.
And then the funny part on my side was I just assumed I was having dyslexia, but anyone that doesn't have dyslexia, the type I have, which is a few different forms, some days are better than other days. There's days I can read chapters in a book without an issue, and there's days where it almost flares up because it's just worse. So I honestly just thought I was having a worse dyslexia day.
Yeah, she was like, oh, and then I was driving here, and when I was writing it, I'm like, something's wrong, but I couldn't quite figure out what it was. And as I was driving, which is only, I could walk. That's how close we are. And I was like, oh my God, I wrote necessaries. That's what. So it's necessities, accessories that are necessities, necessaries.
But I was going to laugh.
I have a new word.
I mean, I'll probably take most of the stuff, but you probably put things.
I've been bringing juices. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. This is, if you don't know, if you're a female and you are driving, you need to urination station break. It's a P style. You literally can stand, set this underneath the area in which you need to relieve, and it shoots out the other end like a guy.
I like that you just bought a bunch of them and you just keep giving them to me because I keep losing them. I think I found my black one.
Yeah, but I figured, if you're driving down,
those are actually really convenient.
Yeah, and then of course,
and like this, okay, I'll take a toilet paper.
You're going camping, you need toilet paper. You always need toilet paper.
This I probably wouldn't take because I usually bring one big garbage bags, and
Yeah.
these are little
These are
garbage
the little
bags.
bag.
But
Yeah.
due to my current state of stomach feelings, maybe I need
Her grandpa
a
calls.
bag just in case.
Yeah, grandpa calls it a screaming Mimi.
And then an aggressive amount of
You've never used one of those before, Frizzy? They're called Peace Styles.
yeah. So there's a few
Pretty.
different types. I don't think the Shiwi works well. If you have to go too bad, it's going to back up quick.
Yeah.
But the Peace style, which is shaped kind of like a shoehorn, I will say, if you do get one, practice a few times
At home.
in
In the
where you
shower.
can change before you just go and use it, because it does take a second to get used to it,
Yeah.
especially if you know
That's what it
standing up.
looks like. So you're standing and just put that underneath, and then it,
You know what? I might actually take all this stuff. I laughed like I'm not going to take all these things that you gave me.
I know she picks on me, but I actually, yeah,
Ponchos,
it's going to be raining.
which
so
I
the-
wouldn't take, but it's going to be raining, and we
Yeah.
might go out on the lake.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then you could just throw them out, you know? I mean, it's not like
it's an aggressive amount of granola bars.
well,
We're
no,
camping for one day,
yeah, but you're traveling in the van for that many hours and
and
traveling
then
back.
baby, oh look,
Oh, in case you needed to start a fire.
like I don't have multiple lighters.
You don't usually have lighters because you don't smoke.
I
so-
still I have lighters.
Oh,
My
okay.
camping pack always has
I know
lighter.
neither of you guys smoke, so I thought that's a cool one. If you're trying to set the woods, wood, you got a nice clicker with the distance so you don't burn yourself.
Okay, so I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow
I
that
did
back.
good as a mother sending her daughter camping. But yeah, the Peace style is definitely nice to just throw in your car. Hello, Aisha. It's good to see you. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we just showed all the things that I gave to her for her necessaries. Accessories that are necessities. We made a new word because I didn't, and it was funny when I'm writing it. I'm like having like a brain cramp, but that's part of the state of mind. So I wasn't. It didn't. I wasn't like something's wrong, but I knew something was wrong. But then it could just been the sensation. So it was interesting that I was like, oh my God, I wrote necessaries. That's not even a word, but now it is.
Now we have something more exciting.
Yes, we do have something, and that some person that sent us something
Just making sure I push the address
is
down.
in the chat.
Oh, I
So
can show this side.
instead of doing a video, we're gonna open it here. Because I'm gonna say we've been good because this arrived a few days ago and we did not crack open everything. We just
Patiently waiting.
we peeked a little at the things that were loose because we had.
You peeked.
But she wrapped some of the stuff so we couldn't see.
So for one of the non-monetary ways that you can get entries, sending Mama G back these if you don't reuse them.
Yeah, organza bags. I will reuse them. We're all about recycle, reuse, repurpose.
We even got one that wasn't technically these ones, but
I used them.
The bigger ones are more preferred, but yeah,
But
we'll
the
take
smaller
any
one,
ones.
we will make use of them in our things. Yeah,
The label is really cool.
isn't it? Yeah, she's an artist. Hello, Nisi, little goblin, you little goblin. You. Yeah, these
So
I'm
this
gonna
is
put
what
in
I
my
peeked
bag.
out already because it was open.
I have my go take it home bag. How you doing, Nisi?
So this is more resin stuff, and how they make 3D resin. Sorry for the crinkle if you can hear it.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Oh, well, maybe not because her laptop doesn't listen to sounds other than voices. I gave you the small one and these then with stitch markers. Okay, yeah, because I will do the stitch markers as well. No, I use them. Absolutely.
So this is how they make the 3D
Oh,
ones.
Stella's mom.
Most of the
thank you.
time, there's some form of lid on it. And then with the lid, there's a hole that you can fill it through. So you can fill it all the way up. Because something like a dice has to be all the edges. It's not like a trinket where if there was a little bubble or something.
Yeah. You
But
can stand on the bottom.
I'm excited to
That's fun.
one up my dice game even more.
Yeah. We love the dice.
Okay. That's a yee.
Oh.
That's a yee.
See, she wrapped them so we couldn't peek ahead of time. It's squishy, it's bendy.
It has a bell. Oh, I should be able to figure those out. When I did resin for a little bit, I enjoyed it, I made good resin things. It's just time consuming. Once I can set up workstations, I'll definitely start doing it. Oh. Ooh.
Frizzy, did you know that this is what I collected my whole life as a child, was frogs? Did you somehow know that? I collected frogs. Oop, ad. Try to skip the ad, sorry. But I did all my life as a child. You know, you pick something so when people go places, they can buy you things. I did mention frogs once, so okay, so you did know. I love frogs. And I had the little tiny itty bitty frogs at my on my property. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Holy Toledo.
I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but it's a
That's
noisemaker.
beautiful.
This is really nice energy.
That's gorgeous. Oh, I love this. I have a koala bear in my car
Yeah,
from
on my
Antoinette
own.
from Australia. So I'm going to add this to that. And then there's a little frog with the coffee cup and the book. That's going to go in my plant room. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of that. I've been crocheting a little bit too. I wasn't
out.
really whoa. Oh, what are these?
They're handmade notebooks.
Oh
These
my
are beautiful.
gosh.
Well, I know Petey's going to be getting one of these for their
Oh,
travels.
Petey will love it.
Yeah, that's right up her alley.
Oh, this is really cool. These are really
This is awesome.
awesome. Your little note, you make these. Oh my gosh.
I love it. And it's leather too, so I'd be able to technically iron
And
it.
it's all water. Yeah, this is, well, this one here is taped with the water, so it's water resistant. Well, the outside, the paper isn't.
Oh, these are
Wow,
beautiful.
this is really cool.
Beautiful.
Here's a nice leather green one.
Yep.
Which I might take the orange one. I don't know.
I like
Hello,
orange.
Teresa. Good to see you.
Oh, you didn't make them, but you, yes. Well, I
make
enjoy them.
Hello, Michelle Romano.
Somebody made them.
Romano cheese. I'm going to call you Michelle Parmigiano. Oh, I think we just got you a new nickname, Michelle. Michelle Parmigiano. Thank you so much. Says thank you so much with the mark.
I don't think Aaron is in the house, but you can. There's two, so I'm assuming Frizzy knows that it's a dinosaur thing, so you're going to want one as well. That begins. Cool.
Oh yes, I'm enjoying a nice cuppa with you too, Frizzy. Thank you so much. And speaking about cuppas, I have not had coffee in what's today? Is it only a week ago that I had the attack? Or is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. So I have not had coffee.
A week and a half, maybe.
Because it was a Thursday, because we went to the doctor's Friday. However long. I don't, chronological time doesn't make sense in my head, so I don't, it doesn't exist anyway. Thank you very much for that beautiful card.
Sandstone is one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorite gemstones. You can pick whatever you pick. I have a lot of favorite gemstones, but sandstone, both the blue and the tan sandstone, golden sandstone. I just love them. They're so pretty.
Sassy Cassie. I like to say Sassy Mel. I'm trying to think of a nickname for Cassie.
Nice. So I won't take them all out, but there's those little jars that I love, and little mushroom pails, little wood. Are they little wooden trees?
Those are cool. Oh, you'll definitely be doing. Oh, you can with their headbands. You can use those on the headbands. Because I got all those headbands, so we can make our own head accessories.
I think those are all. Yeah, those look like more little jars. I love little jars.
I mean, open them. Oh yeah, he puts all kinds of stuff in little jars.
There's so many guys soda for it.
Yeah, I stopped doing, Marie. I stopped drinking the coffee because I thought I didn't need the extra accelerant in my heart, but also the dehydration has been an issue. So I've been really working hard on trying to hydrate, and I found that by not drinking coffee, that I'm able to drink water better. But of course, this is not what's in it. I'm reusing the Arizona thing, but I have kombucha, cranberry juice, and water. Yes.
There's some adorable little gems. We got some gummy bears, some Lucky Cat, which I've very much Lucky Cat means a lot to me.
Means
I
a
have
lot.
one from Hong Kong that I've had since
second
like
grade?
third grade.
Second grade.
Third grade, I think. And there's some little spoons in here. Nope.
No, it wasn't Anthony.
Richard Bain.
Richard Bates.
Thing.
Baines.
Still friends with him. Oh, I started carrying it in my car.
Oh, they're so tiny.
So every time I switch from one car to another car, I send him a photo of me and oh, that's a cute. I like that shape of me
Like
and
little mini church.
and my little Lucky Cat in the new car.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been doing that for years. Oh my gosh, Tammy,
these are
thank you
amazing.
so much.
Thank you. I really like it.
You got
sure
insurance frizzy for the organza bags. Organza bags.
I assure you my jubilation is much higher than my face is allowing me to show, but
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I know. It's a rough day for a few of us.
And
I
it's
was
okay.
thinking
We
it's
got
a rough day.
hot.
Yeah, it is. I'm sweating a little bit. It was chilly before, but then her stomach and everything not feeling well, and my nerves not feeling well. It even made us more chilly, so she put the heat up, and now it's getting kind of hot. It's getting hot. Isn't there a song like that? It's getting hot in here. I think that says to tell you to take your clothes off or something stupid. But anyway, so I hope that everybody is having a good Saturday or the best Saturday that they can. You know, it actually tells YouTube how popular you are so that you push the video out more. Is that talking about the, yeah, what was up with what's with these crowns? That's something new. It's the first time we're seeing crowns with numbers. Like I'm seeing now Diane Major has a crown with a number 2. You see people get a lot of work done. Without the crowns, it's all relative. Worked up without crowns. I mean, we're all for the queen crowns, man. Go queen, but I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. It had to do with
I
some
don't know
form of
what
engagement.
the community activity, but it didn't make sense because earlier that's what Rusty was saying, and then I saw Jen's hobby nuke. She was commented. Paula said hello, and then Paula said something else, and then Paula got.
But it could also not just be during this one live. This could be a channel engagement. So somebody that comments on every video, comments on every, maybe, I don't know.
I have no idea what the crowns are. We have no control. I have a crown, but I lost it. Yeah, Frizzy. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's.
I mean, that part's kind of like against our channel because I always joke that we don't tear crowns around.
We don't take crowns away from
everybody. Taking crowns to everybody.
We're gonna have to talk to those YouTubers, those YouTube people. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I guess we'll have to read this on something that somebody sent. I don't remember an email, but I haven't been looking at email. It started Thursday, as far as you know. Okay, because I haven't been in many lives. You saw it on Dee's live. Okay. And YouTube is trying to improve engagement in live chat. So basically, could it be next stop Willoughby's? I was thinking about you, woman. I was like, I haven't seen you in a minute. Christine Willoughby, next stop Willoughby's. I was thinking about you, honestly. Oh, it's so good to see you. Glad that you're here. Very much so.
We'll do that first.
Yeah, don't feel obligated to hello, Jeanette.
I never opened my card.
Don't feel obligated to have to gauge a lot because of the crowns, because you all have crowns in our book. You all have crowns. They started Wednesday. It tallies chatting, super chats, and stickers. But it doesn't. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention as to like what was going on. Yeah, I really, honestly, Christine, I was actually really thinking about you the other day. It's like I haven't seen you in a minute. And I was hoping everything was okay. And I do hope that everything's been okay. I understand taking time and, off of the social platforms sometimes. Most definitely. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, you never shut up and you never got a crown, Marie. I don't know why. Why doesn't Marie doesn't have a crown?
One of the tiny artists that I follow started using the top engagement thing on the Book of Faces. And I'm already a very high engager on his page because his work is incredible.
Yeah.
And he started doing this top engager giveaway, and I think he actually stopped it because he could tell that it was inaccurate. But there was one time that I told Aaron, I was like, "Yeah, I've done it. He's done it a few times now, and I haven't gotten it yet." And Aaron's like, after I saw him say that, I posted even more. And there was a 1 month where I commented on every single one of his posts. And so I was seeing the other names, and and so I was aware of the other top commenters, and like none of us got on it. And the people that I saw that got top engagement weren't anybody I saw in the comments. So I don't know how accurate it is.
Yeah, no joke. Paula. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, and Bendy Jendy doesn't have a crown. Yeah, you know what? There's crown emojis in there. Y'all go give yourselves a crown in the crown emojis, because you all have crowns around here.
Yes, we all have.
And we don't take them away. Hello, Shelly McGoy. Yeah, we don't take away crowns. So everybody's got a crown. So feel free to find that emoji, and maybe we'll have to add that into our thing, and then people can put the emojis on there, because I'm not sure why they're doing it. You know, is it there? You go, Kristen. Kristen's got it. There you go, Lacey. Yeah, you give yourself crowns, man, for sure. We're not taking anybody's away. Yeah, no, it's just weird. I don't yeah, you don't understand it. Yeah. We can't answer that question because we don't know it either. I haven't noticed it because I haven't been on anybody's lives.
It's definitely new.
And it's something Wednesday, so I haven't seen it. And then when this popped up, I noticed, I was like, what? Why is there a little crown? So it was the first that I was, there you go. That's what I like to see. We got our own crowns around here. Heck yeah.
Fix crowns around these parts.
Yes, we do. We don't knock them down. Anyway.
Okay, so I got to answer a question. Frizzy, I did not finish the trebuchet yet. Not because I don't know, I don't have any ideas on how to, but because, like me, my good friend Petey that's coming over loves to try to figure that stuff out. So I've been patiently saving it so that Petey and I can do it together. And then Alyssa was so cute. She was like, I know Petey's coming with you, but like, I got this wood workbench, and like I figured maybe you guys can like help me put it together and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude,
yeah,
do you know how excited Petey's gonna be when I tell her we got a workbench to put together? And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, trust me. And then I told
Petey, she does it to you every time you visit. She has you putting furniture together.
Literally every single time.
Yeah, every time she visits his friend,
she's always putting furniture together for Alyssa. Like that bed there you go. Where she couldn't find the directions, and she couldn't find the directions. Oh my god. Oh.
Right. Get out of the yard. We're gonna yell a little bit. Get out of the yard, because the neighbor lets their little silly dog run here, and as you guys know, if you do know, thank you so much, Shell Parmigiano.
They're not gonna be able to hear us for the next few minutes because the dog's just gonna be barking.
Yeah, I'm gonna excuse myself. I wrote Michelle Romano.
We're just gonna go yell at the dog.
I'm gonna go pick him up.
Like, if our dogs won't stay in the yard, so do you know what? I have a whole series of leashes and leads and things for them so that they don't bother the neighbors. And this has been going on, and it's not, the neighbor's dog it was just in front, like my window right here in my front yard was at that window barking. And I don't think you hear the dogs, but the dogs bark inside the house cuts off our voice. So when the dog's barking, you can't really hear us. But it wouldn't be as big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that I have a geriatric dog. And there's been mornings that 5 o'clock in the morning, we're sleeping. I pick the dog off the bed because he can't figure out the stairs. And I pick the dog back up and put him on the bed. He doesn't jump on and off, because if he hurts his leg, that can be like a very big issue. And he's jumping off the bed first thing in the morning from a completely sleeping on been sleeping on my little joints all day. And it's becoming an issue. And it's only an issue when one certain person is home, because the other person understands that this is very disrespectful and deals with it. So yeah, sorry for the ranch. Obviously it's something. Yeah, no, if it wasn't for the fact that it's potentially putting my dog at risk, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Anywho, rant over.
Hamish is outside. He's just hanging out outside, so he wants to be out and back for now. But I just share. I said go home. Well, the dog is adorable. It looks like it's like a little Shetland
Just making sure
collie.
the door was all the way latched.
Yeah, no, the dog is beautiful, but they've had other dogs that they
And the other dog would come
and
into the
have
yard.
not lived because cars drove by. I'm just not going to say
Oh,
anymore.
that.
You
Well, I was
think
gonna
that you would, you know, have that happen a couple times, you would stop letting your dogs do that.
But the other dog that they had that used to come
Yeah.
into the yard would let us pet
Oh,
it. It would play with this dog. This one just
Oh,
comes and
yeah.
barks at us right next to us.
It just runs and barks and yaps. And I mean, we love animals, so it's not that we don't love animals, but it's just, you know,
I just might.
Hello, Valley of the Dawns. Yeah. So yeah, no, that would just and I do have to go let Hamish back in, but Hamish is outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, the dog
it's
next door.
yeah.
Yeah, it's their dog, and you know, yeah, you know.
Yep.
Now you might he's outside barking now, but
I know it is better for your mental health. No, like if my dog jumps and breaks a leg, I don't know if that's something we could do anything about.
no.
So that could be the end.
Yeah.
Over something that is somebody else's responsibility to not let him.
Yeah.
And that's going to be
our dogs don't go anywhere on their property, and this dog is constantly coming up to the window.
Because I told him not to bug you.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful.
You'd have to come on back up here and give it a sterner talk.
It's an adorable little dog, but that's why I went out, because I wanted to verbalize outside to stay in your own yard. You're upsetting Hamish, so that hopefully the owner that's there maybe overheard, but I don't think she really cares.
That one doesn't.
She doesn't care. So, you know, and it's a shame because it's not fair to the dog.
That's my issue. I wouldn't care. It's not fair to my old man Ham.
Well, him or this dog running in the street. You know, I mean, I back out of here in my SUV. I got to be careful because if it runs, they ran. I don't want to have to live with the fact that I hit a dog.
I might actually do that. Start putting cheap leashes wrapped as a gift on their doorstep.
I don't
think I'm going to forget that.
Yeah, the BB gun. Yeah, she actually has a assault rifle. It's actually a rifle that it's to shoot flies.
Yeah.
But
space salt, just to be clear, because
it's salt. It flings salt out of the end to hit flies. But I mean, we would never take it out on an animal because it's not the animal's fault. It's the owner's fault. There are no bad animals. I'm gonna leave it there.
Anywho,
yes. But we'll let. Actually, Hamish was excited to go out. I was surprised because it's raining out. And usually, he doesn't like to go out, so he just.
Yeah, we'll go check on him in a second.
He's just sniffing around out there. Yeah.
But yeah, so anywho, the story I was telling. So when I finally did call PD, look at me remembering the story. When I finally did call PD and tell PD that we can, I was like, guess what? Alyssa thought you were going to be upset or felt bad, but I didn't get a neck fan yet, but it's on my list. Next time, I was like, guess what? Alyssa called and she thought she was going to be upset, but when we get to her house, we have a workbench to put together, and she was like, "Ooh!" So like, yes, because putting something like that together it's fun. Oh, this is a giant version of a 3D puzzle. Did you show that puzzle? No, this is the next thing. Okay, yeah, because this is insanity. As far as, and to me, like when she was showing it to me earlier, I looked at it and thought, oh my God, I'm completely intimidated about it. And I love to do puzzles. This completely intimidates the heck out of me. And to her, it's exhilarating, the thrill of being able to conquer this. But I don't even know. This is what she does. These are wood puzzles, 3D wood puzzles that are actual workable items. I need to make them useful so I don't just have a bunch of I do want to try. I think I might try one of those. I like the wooden kind of puzzles, but I want to try one of those book nooks. But I have to find a good brand because some of the ones I put up, I mean, I looked up. It shows a whole cool thing, but then when you read what's actually in there, you have to buy like all of the little trinkets separate. So I need to find like a better. I just need to look at research. Do some research. She likes to do research, but this is a functional. The picture in the back, I think, is probably bigger. Or just to see. Oh, okay. So this is a functional printing press.
Assembling furniture and other home items, adult Legos. Yes,
really
Karen.
is.
Yeah. I put the new gaming chair. It's not really a gaming chair, like my son says. It's not. It's a chair that if you're gaming, you could sit on. You know, it's not. Doesn't have all the remotes on it, but it was. I put it together because I didn't find the bonjour, Rudy. Comment allez-vous? And I put it together, and it has like the adjustable hydraulic and all that. So I was pretty excited. I didn't find the directions until after I put most of it together. It's behind the back of the chair.
I'm not going to show you all the pages, but I'll just like open up to one of the
Yeah.
pages of directions.
This is
And that's kind of
To
like
me,
this on the
crazy.
inside.
yeah. Oh, good. You catch me yawning.
And you basically got to just follow those steps. And I'm going to build a functional printing press, which printing presses were invented by, I believe it's pronounced Johann Gutenberg in 1440, the official movable printing press.
1440.
Mhm.
Rudy, 1440, 1440, the year of.
But those are the sheet.
That's when they were invented. I know Rudy likes numbers. But look at those. You pull those apart and then put them together.
And then this one, it's got a
Heck
light.
no.
It's
Oh,
got,
what did Marie said something? We were all laughing at Marie.
this one has like springs and things I'm going to get to figure out, all these little like nuts and bolts. There's a lot of components to this. I'm assuming this is what holds the press thing.
It said,
Oh,
Marie, and she put up a sign on the wall. Landmines have been buried. Let your dog come in my yard. Marie.
yeah, he was scratched.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let my boyfriend in. Hold on.
So then this is going to be the back of the press. And this will be hard for me to show you because they're so tiny. But I've got, oh, they're actually showing up okay. So like this one's got a lot of, I'm putting it up right now. This one's got some books, all the different like punctuations. This one's got a bunch of different emojis and things on it. And then this is all my letters. So I'll be able to take these out and I'll have to put something to put them in, and I pop them into that other piece. And then we'll be able to actually stamp little cards, which it comes with this pack, but I could just take the measurements and cut this shape out with a Cricut and just have the Cricut cut out a bunch of this. But yeah, don't mind my gross nails. This is dyeing my hair. We're always having,
Well, my nails get like that from dyeing yarn.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. This one looks super complicated and fun.
Nope.
Yeah.
I woke the Kraken. Google's here because I gave a cookie to the other one.
But what's cool about it, so what was nice about the movable printing press is that it significantly reduced the cost of being able to print things. So it opened up the ability for more places to be able to print. And like by the 1500s, over 200 cities and dozens, over 200 cities and dozens of European countries had use of them. And it led to the print revolution.
Don't read Brad, you'll laugh.
The print revolution, which was basically the widespread of felicitating the widespread of information. So it was called the sharing the agent of change, because prior to that, you wouldn't be able to know. They wouldn't be able to pass religions, and word of mouth was he took something. Oh. Drop it.
So I grabbed his tail.
But yeah, so basically it made everything a lot better.
Anybody want to pass it, Hound?
So every day.
Go back and lay down. I know. I let him. I gave a.
Yeah. No,
I gave a special something after they come in from going outside, and Dougal the Destroyer was very.
He's jealous now.
Doing okay in his other room. And then he heard the cookies being. You'll be right back, Bendy Jendy. All right. Hello, Diane Sass. Commercial. Oh, you napped. That sounds good. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, we're gonna probably nap after this as well. I'm ready for a nap. Incredible.
Was that the name of
Chris
somebody at
and-
Police Academy?
Oh, was it? Well, that must be where maybe they got that name from. Yeah.
It's Coochie Kobe from Bob's Burgers. Coochie Kobe.
Oh, you're buffering. I'm sorry. Yeah, it could be the internet. You know, she has different internet. I have Starlink at my house. I think it's a little bit better, but we do the best we can. I know sometimes, and it's been just a really rainy, and it's going to be rainy for a few days. And unfortunately, the man was going to be starting to build my chicken's coop, and he was out there in the rain this morning. He got four pieces, four. Yeah, can I count 4 pieces of wood nailed together? So, but now he's got the welder there. So him and his welder friend are playing with the girlfriend in the garage.
Which is a car.
Increased learning, yeah. No, absolutely. That's true too. Yeah, Karen, with the printing press, it increased learning because now the kids can learn.
Yeah, Mama G has another term for autocorrect. I just can't say it on the
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. Begins with an F, sounds like rhymes with duck.
Because that's usually what it does. Tattooed on my arm in Morse code.
Yeah.
I'm covering this one.
Yeah, I know.
Bye-bye soon.
You make sure you take photos because that's part of what you had for the purpose. You don't need it anymore.
No.
Yeah. Maybe I need it. Y'all are buffing quite a bit, Marie says. All right, shoot. Well, where are we on time? All right, we're an hour in. Yeah, it might be the how are you guys with the internet?
I mean, we're clear on ours.
Yeah, a few people they're just messing with us. Yeah. It's okay with some of you. All right, because I don't want to. I know it's distracting to. Yeah, auto cucumber. I like that one, Paula. I never heard that before, but I saw somebody had used that term, and I thought that was really cute.
I'm probably gonna get my next tattoo.
Thank you, Marie.
Maybe like the week or two after I come back from vacation. It's funny because both Petey and I are been saving money for our vacation, but we're both very cost-effective people.
Frugal.
So at this point, we've spent 40 on our full camping thing, which was like the biggest. And then, I mean, I'm going to treat ourselves to some food and stuff for the trip, but yeah, I'm excited. But when I get back, I'm going to have extra money because I know I'm not going to spend all my camp money. And I figured I'd get a tattoo. And Daryl, Daryl actually has. It's kind of cool. It's a drawing he drew way back in the day, and he found a version of it because I wanted to do some form of dagger, and it's like a bone with like leather tied around it and like a bone dagger. So it's gonna look really cool.
That would be cool. Yeah,
that's my first Daryl tattoo.
That's right. Yeah. Then everybody there would have. No, not everybody. Almost everybody there. Yeah. I was gonna say all the people that work there except for one.
Getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's fine for you. Okay, a little blurry. All right. Yeah, well, we'll keep going as long as we can. If it does start getting really bad, just let us know, and then maybe we'll close early. You know, leaves. Oh, 3. Yeah, right. Don't. Yeah, Brad. Be careful what leaves you use to. So I gave her toilet paper.
One of my favorite lines I overheard camping. We were at one of those. My Aunt Laura had they do like camper camping. Like I would call it more of like a glamping. Some people would call it.
Yeah, they're glamping. Yeah.
Whereas I'm more like rugged camping.
They're in Bermuda right now, cruising.
And so it was funny. She got a free campsite, so she asked if we wanted to come. And like, there's all these people with like TVs and light systems and all this, and we weren't even really prepared. So it was like Carlos's tent was for kids. So when he was sleeping, his upper body was in the tent, and then his legs down were just sticking out of the tent. I had a decent tent. We didn't have any chairs or supplies. Yeah. And then when my cousin Amber and her boyfriend at the time showed up, they didn't just not have a tent. They didn't even have sleeping bags. They had her like blanket, like, you know, those like fancier blankets, quilts you would put on a bed.
Yeah.
They had like their regular house bedding. So like,
This is what they brought to camp out. Yeah. Could tell they weren't prepared.
But at one point, the signs behind us all said, "Be careful, poison ivy, be careful, poison ivy." And there was a girl playing in the over on the fence, and I just heard the father go, "You're going to get sick with poison ivy and you can't even read." I just got like, we started cracking up, and he even looked over and was like, "Yeah, kids."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very allergic to
You've
poison
never
ivy.
had poison ivy. You must not be allergic. I have I used to be allergic. And one of the houses that her dad and I had, the whole backyard for forsythia and poison ivy. And I was careful with what I put on, and I had a pair of boots, and I swear this is true. And I wore boots,
Allegedly.
and then the next, they were like, I didn't wear them for like months, and then put the boots back on and got poison ivy on my ankles. So it had to have been from the oil still on the boot, but it was months.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was interesting. But yeah, I haven't had it in a long time.
I haven't had it in a long time, but I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So I do spend a lot of time in the woods, but
Yeah.
I'm a careful hiker. Like I
We have
follow most of the rules, because in order to be a forger, you got to break a few.
Yeah.
I don't stay on the path, but I'm very cautious off of the path.
Yeah. Well, you are. Yeah. You're.
I do more good when I'm hiking than
another
bad
crime.
because of how much I clean and all that.
Yeah. We have sumac, but it's not poison sumac.
Craig looks like he has really bad taste in beer because of all the cans we clean up from the woods all the time.
Oh, right.
Because especially when we're doing the hike where we drive the car and then hike and then drive the car and hike, we just bring the cans back, toss them in the bed of the truck, and they stay there.
Okay, you were allergic as a kid, Nessa. Yeah. No, Nisi. Yes. That another little alleged fact is that every 7 years your body changes. So things that you may have been allergic to, you may find at age 7, 14, and 21, and you do the math from there. That's as far as I can go. But you might find that you were allergic and now you're not, or you weren't allergic and you are. So just because you weren't allergic, you're growing up for certain things, like a bee sting, for instance, when you get older, you might have
Yeah, because your body can change, but you can also develop allergies. I'm probably allergic to bees now because of how much I got stung when I was little, but I also try to catch them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I liked them.
I used to do that with the yellow jackets too.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So we don't. Oh, excuse me. If you yawn, you bet your bingo card. That's the second time I did. I hit when you were showing the thing. I yawned behind there. I think twice. That's probably the third yawn. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna draw from last Saturday. We always ask you to leave a comment because we pick somebody and then we put you in for 10 entries, sometimes a physical prize. But this one we did the entry since we're doing the giveaway today. So these are the people that commented on last Saturday's, and there's 23 of y'all.
I move my apps on myself a lot. As soon as she thinks I'm
she moved them on mine. I can't find anything anymore.
I try to organize for you.
She tried to organize it. Now I don't know where anything is.
Our brains think different.
Yeah. She puts it all in like little apps.
I
like it all spread out.
Yeah, I don't like to have a lot of pages.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, you did, Lacey. Oh, say hey, say hi for me. I love crows.
Hi, Cambry.
Hi, Cambry's, and I didn't see you in there. Hello, Cambry.
My far fam.
Yeah, it's good to see you, darling.
Okay.
All right, so
23?
1 through 23, and I'm going to write it right down here with the super chats, just so the numbers all coincide.
Bye, Brad. Love you.
Bye, Brad. You have a great day. Number 20 is Bendy Jendy. Jen Reeves. So you get 10 entries. I'm going to write it down right now. It's all in the book.
Okay, so anybody that might be having buffering issues, I think Annie Joe's referring to that refreshing helps.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
probably smart to refresh anyway.
Refresh. Yeah, and we're not in, like we said earlier, we're not in Stream Duck.
It's too pricey to buy it for the
Yeah.
month. If we get to become a bigger or where we're going to really need
Yeah.
to go on multiple platforms, which would be nice, but it's not worth it at this point for us. It's not a cost effective enough thing yet
to spend the money on that.
So a day or so a month
where we don't use
it,
which is this month, this Saturday now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll still give away some gifties, but we'll do it the old school way like we used to. And you have your die?
There's always a die.
Okay, yeah, there's always one nearby. We're gonna have you guys, we'll do the emojis. And then 4:16. We're 5:17.
5:17.
We're an hour and a minute. So I'm going to put some Mama G hugs.
Feel free to type your. Oh, you're going to do that first. Okay.
Oh, type what we're going to do.
I was going to say to tell people to type their times.
Oh,
we can do it after.
Yeah. Oh, Missy, thank you very, very much, and that does help. Very much, it does help. We do appreciate it. 8:51, and I'm keeping track of all the numbers as they go. Oh, look at she's at 2:17. Frizzy is at already. Look at all the different times that we are. Oh my gosh, thank you, Ganny Joe. All right, here's some emojis. You feel better, Ganny. I don't want you being sick. I know Dee was not feeling well today.
Don't forget to stop it.
Oh. All right, so just type stuff. Hello, Pandemonium Crafts. Hello, how are you?
We're doing the giveaways, but even though you typed a question, you're still in it. But feel free to type more.
Yeah, just type whatever.
Words, type the time it is near your house.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to type. Got it. And then we're going to roll the die. And she's got the cool die. And then we'll count down and pick people. I'm going to do that on the back of this page because I think I've. Oh, shit. Sorry, I swore.
13.
Yeah, no, but
not to be confused with cat butt.
Here we go. I got us back to where we were. All right, we're at that point. So I'm going to take that. All right, so number 13. Lucky number 13. It is a lucky number. For some people, it is.
Frizzy B.
Frizzy B. And you guys each get 2. Stopped at 852. So you're 8.
Bendy Jen.
Congratulations. I'm writing, so I'm not.
Arrow Lover.
Arrow Lover.
Jen's Happy Nook.
Jen's Happy Nook. Congratulations, y'all. One more for the 2.
Kirsten A.
Kirsten Amstead. And now for 10 entries.
Susan.
Hule. I know we're so weird. This is really our life.
I can't watch Wipeout anymore because of how much we really. I still can. I love that show because of how much we really are. Those like
silly,
stupid.
63, 64.
Oh,
72. All right, awesome. Oh, wow! Thank you so much.
Oh, that's not that one.
Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, no, we got it. Thank you, Bonnie. Welcome aboard. We appreciate it. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. 420.
Oh, yeah, we are buffering a little bit here.
Yeah, it's buffering. Oh, Oodles, Vicky. Oh, thank you, Oodles. Well, you know what? Let's.
I'll see now we're fine again. So it's going on and off.
Well, you know, why don't we, just for sake of, if it's going to get, because sometimes it gets worse as we go longer on the live. Do you want to do the giveaway now? pick that name, and then we'll just stay on until it's.
Yeah, we could do that.
Want to do that? All right. So last call for any super chat, super stickers.
Yeah, let's give it like,
all right.
It's 5:20. Let's say 5:30. Let's call. So
All
everyone's
right.
got 10 minutes
Yeah.
to get the last in there.
If you wanted
to.
Yeah. No pressure. Just don't want you to. And if it comes up afterwards, we'll just.
Yeah, it just goes into the next month. So it's not like it doesn't count.
We're gonna do the. Yeah, never mind. Confusing thought, but I figured it out before I spoke it.
Mhm.
All right. So we're gonna give you a couple minutes, and then we'll call the winner early instead of waiting to the end. And oh, thank you very much, Allie Artifacts. And Paula, thank you.
Tammy.
Thank you very much, Tammy. You guys rock.
Well, this works because then that gives you a few minutes where I hope we're getting more. I'm just gonna stop your thing so you can keep up there.
Okay.
But yeah, like we said before, like
Oh,
commenting
thank
in
you,
any way
Kristen.
is very beneficial for any channel, both for their engagement, but also for it's nerve-wracking sometimes to be on the side of the camera. You know, I mean, we're a lot calmer about it now, which
Thank
we've
you,
talked
Beth.
about, but it was definitely
Oh yeah, from before to
Yeah.
now.
now, as long as we have like a half an hour to get all the lights and stuff in here. And
Well,
oh,
thank
hey
you,
Dee,
Bonnie.
if you want to drop your the dibs link, I was talking about that earlier, so feel free to drop the dibs. Help. It also, like for me, especially if I'm solo, it just helps me know. Did Diane Sass's money came through? They asked. I don't see it. I don't remember seeing the name. Oh, but it says that right there.
Yeah. Oh, did I have my head down with? Oh, Diane, thank you, because it didn't. I must have been looking down when you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Diane. Oh, so kind. You guys really, yeah, really does help. Oh my goodness. Letting me know, because
Sometimes we do that where during the live in front of everybody,
Yeah.
and then announce it as if they weren't just listening to us discuss it.
Oh, right. I know we do that. I never. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do that. Like you can't hear us if we don't want, like selective hearing. Like,
Well,
I'm
it's
just
like in
discussing
the
you.
beginning when we first started doing lives, if she stood up, she would think her voice was no longer
I
on
know.
camera. Like,
I would
you're
just.
still on cam. Your voice is still
Yeah.
on camera. You're just not.
I'd walk away and start talking and not think that you guys could hear on the camera. Oh, some of the old videos. If you haven't seen some of our original, I mean, we're almost here 4 years and 9 months, Mark and Mandy. Oh, thank you, Missy. It is, they're hysterical, especially the fashion show with the shawl way, where it's Rusty and I in the back porch showing some of the shawls that I made. We're just, yeah, we're so much more relaxed in front of the camera. Thank you, Kristen.
And what's funny is like in a lot of those types, something like a fashion show or like that, we have to set things up.
Yeah.
So yeah, the roller skating tutu is a good one.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
But we have to set things up. So there's more talk. So in almost all of those, you can see me lightly trying to script her.
Yeah.
And it's just, it never works.
No.
It actually works perfectly because it doesn't work.
Because it doesn't work, so it's funny. Yeah.
Which another reason why you're Frank from It's Always Sunny. And there's a scene where they're trying to make a commercial and they don't have good editing tools. So all Frank is supposed to do is walk up to the counter and get a drink. And it just keeps cuts and he stops and they're like, Frank, just go to the counter. And he's like, gets to the counter. He's like, what do I do now?
But that's all he had to do.
Yeah. That's you. That's
Michelle Parmigiano. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. I can relate everything to that, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, sorry about migraines. I used to get them all. I don't get them as bad since I'm in state of Uter gone, but I used to get them real bad.
Yeah.
Now it's every once in a while.
She go like
I still get those.
Yeah. I get mild headaches, but
Bye,
I
Doneen.
don't get them. Bye, Doneen. Thank you. Yes, go Canada, Doneen. You got it. I'm so close yet so far. We're like 2 hours away from Canada.
It is wild.
Yeah, it's. I want to live there. I've always wanted to live there because it's pretty. It's just that it's really cold. I think I got to say that at this point in my life, up until recently, at this point in my life, I'm almost thinking, a lot of snow. Especially, I guess now because the man that lives in my house only lives there sometimes, which he's probably going to be there a few more months to several months.
Oh, really? Okay, drop some drops.
You're half an hour. My gosh. You're only half an hour from Canada, D? Yeah, you're right. Shoot. Yeah, we're just about 2 hours. Yeah, migraines and toothaches. Tony's got an infected mouth, and I feel so bad because like this whole side of his head was hurting, and yeah, sad. Yeah, definitely drop your drops. Oh my gosh, we didn't say that earlier. Always do that. Always feel free and comfortable to drop your drops on our channel at any time. Unless we're doing like something where we will tell you don't drop your drops. But otherwise, and pick one another up and truly support one another, shout us out. We're trying to get to 4,000. Whoop-de-doo.
And just in case, if you don't know,
Mombi, hello, Mombi.
If you don't know, we are doing a 4K 4-year special giveaway. So if you have somebody that you want to refer to our channel, they just have to comment on any video that says I'm new and such send me with your actual YouTube handle so we know who you are, and you're going to get entered into a giveaway, which I think has like maybe 20 entries right now.
There's only 20. So and really good.
If we get to the 4K, we're going to be pulling and making an extra special.
Yeah, that's a whole separate. That's its own.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with.
Yeah, it's its own little giveaway. Yeah, so those like maybe 20 people so far. Only them guys are gonna be a part of it. So yeah, and even on Facebook or whatever, you let people know, come on over and whatnot, and then see if they could definitely watch something for a few minutes and leave a comment.
That just helps us.
It does help stick. It helps the thing stick for the YouTube platform. Okay, I think we should pull 9 months. I think we should pull a winner. I'm ready for a week.
I mean, we did tell them they had until 5:30, so maybe we'll give them that last minute.
Yeah, I'm pushing things. I'll just lean off screen and vape a second.
But yes, so we'll be pulling that soon.
Yeah,
and then we'll see. We'll just chat for a little bit in pixelation.
Oh, Rebecca McCauley. Get back to the back page.
So yes, if you wanted to get it in, now's the time. Well, while in the last minute, while we're waiting, I take my shoes off a lot at work. I'm very often barefoot when I can be. And I was looking at my sandals in a distance and like, there's just no sole here anymore. It's just all worn off.
There's no sole.
It's just all worn off. Like this is all squished. So I was thinking to myself that it's like probably definitely time for an upgrade. And then when I went to go try on shoes, looking at my shoe and the new shoe next to each other, I was like, oh my goodness, this definitely had to happen.
Look at bare feet, and then you're walking around dirt and you put your shoes back on.
Well, I tend to wear socks when I'm at work just because of the floor.
And that doesn't even make sense. 25 months. That's over 2 years.
I need to get the comment pepper.
It's over 2 years.
Yeah.
Where has the time gone? Yep. I'd love a wiener too. Yes. Mug. I know, right? Can't believe that I'm mug now.
It's funny because I normally wouldn't like white. I don't like white things, but the white sandals, once they start to get dirty, I really like them. And it makes me think of Petey because that's her style.
That's her. Yeah, that's her thing. Yeah. Hopefully, Mombi. My goodness, thank you so much.
If you're talking about Petey, is that what you're going to talk about? Yeah. I can almost guarantee you Petey's not going to let me put her on a public forum. If anything, she may let me put some sort of video on a members thing.
Okay. All right.
But I can almost guarantee you she's not going to be.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
she's so not. Yeah. Yeah. She's old school.
Not for any reason of you guys. She's just.
No, she doesn't do anything.
She's not that type of.
She's not social media.
Yeah. At all. She still goes to the library to Xerox me things out of books instead of sending me memes and via text message.
Love you too, Mombi.
So what's my first one?
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I got this big lump of dog here, so it's.
I mean, you could.
And I've got the notebook. All right, so the first we'll first do the cat colony, and that includes the rainbow cats, and rainbow cats get in a total of 6 entries, and then all the black cat members. So that number is 0 to 190. And I've got it all written here. If anybody, wants, I can take screenshots or whatever. I used to do videos, but it was boring. So 190 is this is for the cat colony giveaway, which I've already wrapped, so I can't show you what's in it. But it's already wrapped, ready to go. And the number is 172. Woo-woo. And that's Margaret Baker. Let me circle Margaret. And let me write cat colony. All right. So hugs for our mugs. That's so sweet. Oh, it's getting blown out. So Margaret Baker, excuse the handwriting. She won the cat colony. And I don't know if I didn't think I seen Margaret. If you see Margaret on the streets, tell her to contact us. Okay. And then for the monthly appreciation, which is part of what we did tonight, and you also, those that sent organza bags did get entries in inclusion, and also Rainbow Cats get 5 extra entries for that as well. And that number total is 880.
Okay, so you did it the one Mommy did. Okay.
Yeah, I got Mombies, yes. 887. And if anything does come in after this, was going to go to next
That's why I
month.
wanted to make sure. That
Yeah,
we were putting this
Mombies
in
is
here.
here. Okay, 87. And that includes all the ones that we offer just for nothing, the ones that you've back to 190. What is it? 193?
193.
193. 193 goes to a supported friend. And let me write monthly, just so I know, appreciation. And the winner is Freya. I didn't see Freya here in the chat the other day. So hopefully she'll watch the replay. If you see Freya in the streets, tell her that she has won our monthly appreciation. Awesome. Congratulations, winners. And thank you guys all for your continued and wonderful, kind generosity and support. Because we do truly appreciate it, because it really does help. Absolutely. All right. So this way, if we do get pixelated, every time I hear pixelated, I think of Gary Cooper when he wins all that money from a relative, and then he's giving it away to people. It's a black and white movie, and the 2 little ladies that they did a remake of it with Adam Sandler.
I wasn't listening, sorry.
Where they finds out a relative leaves them lots of money.
Mr. Deeds?
Mr. Deeds.
Maybe?
Yes, Mr. Deeds.
That's the only
the original,
the
original Mr. Deeds is with Gary Cooper. Huh. And in there's these 2 little sweet sisters, and they say that everybody's pixelated. Yeah, Mr. Deeds. Yeah.
But for whatever reason, pixelation memes are now a joke. In
Pixie
my
House.
Group, so everyone's just posting memes you can't read, and they're
all pixelated.
They're like purposely making them pixelated.
Yeah.
So you have to try to guess the scene and guess what the quote is.
Like that old T-shirt that says I something about drinking, and it was all 23 months, Kathy. I know you're so close yet so far, because just getting down 6 miles down the road is a chore. I'm hoping, because I have the giveaways and I have a few things that have to go out, that I'm hoping I'll be able to make the post office while she's away, because she's going to be gone. If for some reason the people that have won, and if you are waiting for something, that if I can't make it there, then when she gets back from her trip, we'll go to the post office.
Yeah, because we're going to be back. We're leaving Rhode Island Friday morning to get back here Friday evening. And then Petey gets to meet Brad's fake wife, Erin.
Rizzy, go for it.
And sorry, that's just making me
I
super
didn't mean to
anxious.
bring that. Yeah,
It just smells too sweet.
it's my vape is
Um,
minty.
That threw off my brain.
Friday morning.
Oh yeah, so we're leaving Friday morning to come back here. So I will be back for the Saturday live.
Yes.
So that'll be back.
Yeah, so just Wednesday that I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best to try to do it on my own. I'm not promising anything, and I'll try to pop on. Do try to, if you see it, pop on and support me. And if I feel like I have to leave, you guys understand. And that's what's so cool about it, is that I really feel like you guys really do understand and you get it.
It's kind of like
I don't feel like I'm getting judged or being embarrassed by it,
You'll probably do better being on the live, kind of like you do better with me or somebody when we go somewhere, because no matter what, we can always turn around.
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter what.
I can always say, look, I'm going to end it.
Let's turn.
Tired, gotta go.
No problem.
No, as I'm saying, you guys are great.
Oh, Erin's not coming with, but Erin's going to be coming when we get back. Erin's coming over here. We're going to have the last night of our PD trip is kind of like a slumber party.
Yeah. The girls are going to be hooting and hollering. You'll be there. Thank you, Diane.
I know. So yeah, anybody that's going to be, like I said this earlier, but if you can in Wednesday's live, she doesn't always catch all the questions.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best. My print is a little bit bigger.
If you think of questions or you have stuff you can bring up or even things just to kind of help the live going, that's huge when somebody's a little bit, I wish. That's huge if somebody is getting like nervous on a live, or it starts like you feel like I don't know what to do next.
Yeah. Yeah, just think of topics or whatever we can talk about, or if you have questions, and if they're too personal, I may or may not answer them.
And don't ask her anything that she's going to get her channel canceled, because I won't be here.
Yeah, I know, because she does. Look at your ears.
I know, that's why I was like, you gotta make more things.
I know you understand. That's what's so awesome, is that I know I feel like I'm repeating this, but I can't stress enough that y'all are safe people for me.
Yeah, it's huge.
I can't even say that about the man that lives in my house. Okay? I don't consider him a safe person. I know that sounds weird, but
he doesn't understand the situation enough to be able to know
76,000,
like how to handle it. Well, he never took the time to understand the situation enough to know how to handle it.
Yeah. Like you guys, I could, I feel more.
If you start getting squirrely on a live, you're not going to feel like you need to. I'm not going to
be embarrassed or whatever. Like I would be, I wouldn't be nervous about if I start squirreling and skipping over my words or whatever, because you guys know I forget words and whatnot too, Butthead. Yeah, they can be butthead sometimes. I mean, he's a great guy. I'm not saying in that respect. I'm just saying as far as my feeling of safety level of who I consider safe people, and I hence why we're not going on a vacation.
Because there's different types of, there's safe, like if there was a danger or something, he would do something to help. That type of safe.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's for my anxiety. Yeah, when I'm feeling anxious. Yeah, when I'm feeling anxious,
they all got it.
He tries. He does try, but I know he doesn't understand. So his attempts, he tries to make me laugh, and he does stupid things, to make me laugh, because he is very comical. And sometimes it's not, I feel like he's like, I can't laugh, sometimes it's just so consumed with fear and whatnot that I don't think things are funny. I don't think I just don't have the emotional ability. And I know he's doing what he thinks he can.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with her, I know she knows how to handle it. And I know she'll handle it in a manner. Yeah.
To be fair, exactly. I knew how to handle it better than he's learned in all these years. When I was like, like 7.
You
like I was a little kid, and
she's lived it. These all her life. So yeah, it's funny because the reflection of the bats with the when you're doing that, it's like I could
You
see
know,
in the
I gotta
camera.
make every single headband I want and I make from now on will have springs.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
Means
get a bunch
to
of
stop
you need to
overthinking
get like
and
these
stop
types
your
of
thoughts.
springs, or like wider ones so they're bouncier.
My comeback on that one, if I could, don't you think I would? Because I don't want to feel this way, right?
Yeah, when somebody's saying they're like anxious, well, just calm down.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah,
that would
obviously,
have already
yeah.
happened.
I've done that with I sometimes call the man that lives in my house to his face. I call him Captain Obvious because something like that. Oh, thank you, Captain Obvious, because I didn't think of that one myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Let me just calm down. Yeah, the brain never stops, and sometimes it just goes places that you don't want it to go, and it's hard to kind of route it in the right direction. Yeah, those are the jiggly bats. They're so adorable. Men's brain function very differently. Yes, they really do, Linda. They actually they were saying that this
I have
is
a question
true.
about that.
That people, there are some people. Now, hope you're all sitting down because I don't think anybody in this chat knows this experience. Can actually think of nothing.
Well, it's not that. So I'm going to correct part of
Correct
that.
because yeah,
It's
allegedly.
not that they can think of nothing; is they don't
Exactly.
think of anything.
Yeah, but
Because I've met people like this and I had this conversation.
I just don't.
So what they described to me is that unless they're having a conversation, when he and I stopped talking across the desk, his brain was silent.
There's no internal dialogue.
Yes.
Can you imagine not having an internal dialogue?
I've got like 10.
Yeah.
And like I always joke on Windows 95, there's a bunch of tabs on, but I don't know which one's playing music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true too. Like I really don't. So I have a question about now. I mean this in no disrespect to any gender. People that have pets that have a female and male-esque, because I know it's a gray area, but for the sake of asking this, we're going to gender it, a female and male-esque caretaker. Does the male remember to fill up the water for the animals?
Oh.
Or do you have to remind them constantly?
Yeah.
Or just do it yourself? I'm so curious because I asked a lot of people and it seems to be a pretty common.
Never.
Yeah. It seems to be a pretty common issue.
It's I have in mind. Yeah. Walk by an empty food bowl, food dish. Though on the opposite of that, even if there's water in the water dish, Tony will take it, dump it, and clean it and fresh water and put it back down. Yeah. Tony's the exception to.
Craig just forgets. It's not like he doesn't want to give them water. You just have to remind him.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that they would intentionally not give the animal water.
It doesn't hit their brain the same way.
You both forget.
Yeah.
Leave a little note on the door. But yeah, it's funny because the man won't even notice. Always fed and watered the cats. All right, so Kathy had the Well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the one that's mostly responsible for it. Like dishes in my house. I'm responsible for the dishes. I don't have a dishwasher. And I wash the dishes. I don't mind washing dishes. But after I clean everything, I'd rather you weren't down there frying hamburgers and getting grease on everything and just in the sink and on the counters. That kind of gets my goat a little bit. But that's I think that maybe that's it. I've always been responsible for taking care of feeding, buying the food, vets, all that for all of the animals. That's just always been my responsibility.
Well, I think for me too, I was realizing something is it could also have something to do with this is I had a job. I've had a few jobs like this, but I had a job where my job was to never be farther than this from my client.
Yeah.
Legally, I had to be within one of my arm's reach to my client at all times.
Yeah.
If I had to leave that amount of space, somebody had to come into the arm's reach and like almost tap out. So like I'm used to caring and paying more attention maybe. Because that's another thing I've noticed. A lot of the people that seem to do that more, but maybe they've had more jobs like that of caretaking, like nurturing type.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it too. Yeah, maybe.
I'm just trying to figure it out because it's just interesting to me.
Yeah, it's curious. Yeah, isn't it, Barb? She looks yeah. What? No. Oh, you're talking about my hair. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need to dye it, but I just haven't been feeling like it. Um, yeah, I'm lucky. All right, you guys are all friends here. So with this, what's going on is when I take a shower, and I'll explain why, because I explained it to her,
And now I get it.
and now she understands it. When I take a shower now, because of the anxiety, I jump in and I take a body shower, and I don't wash my hair because I could jump in and immediately jump out and throw on clothes. Okay. And then I lean over after I'm dressed. I lean over and then I wash my hair in the tub. And that's only since the anxiety. Prior to this, I wasn't, because the process of being into the shower, naked and afraid, like the movie, with soap and water on running on my face and head. If I start to have an emergency panic, I'm in a very vulnerable position. So I do them separately.
Yeah,
So I
whereas you can get
haven't
out and
dyed
toss
my
a robe on with dry hair, or you can get out with you can have wet hair and clothes on. A worst case scenario, just
exactly.
flipping wet
Yeah,
hair back.
yeah.
But I never judged her, obviously.
Didn't
Like,
judge, but I explained to
it
her.
just never clicked as to why. I was
Right.
like, okay, if
Yeah,
that
but
makes you
that's
feel better,
why.
cool. By all means,
Yeah.
do whatever makes
So I
you
could
feel most
jump in.
comfortable.
Yeah, the time that I'm in the shower is cut in half, because half is washing my, body shower, and then the other part I'm dressed and I've got my eyes open because I'm leaned over washing my hair. So, but I haven't dyed my hair
And what's
because
funny is I often shower the same way for a completely
different
different
reason.
reason.
Yeah.
So for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to
Yeah.
shower like that because I'll shower my body in like normal temperature, and then I'll shower my hair in as cold of water as I can stand,
That's right,
so
Maria.
that it doesn't rinse. It actually sets the hair,
Yeah.
especially the next couple showers. If I do it
Bye,
in
Diane.
cold water, especially if I lightly heat it first and then cold water, it
Yeah.
seals it in better. But it takes a long time to dye my hair. So like
It does. Yeah.
I have a better setup. I had my table out here, and then I had my little mini mirror on something and all the dye. So I was watching docu-series while I was
Oh,
dyeing my hair.
okay.
So that
Yeah.
at least helped a little bit. It was
Gotta
harder to
run.
see,
Bye,
but
Kimmy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank all of you guys for being here. We always appreciate it.
mhm.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, if you have something, because it does take a long time. You have to let it sit and all that. Me, sometimes I'll just dye it, and then
You tend to do like two or three
yeah,
layers.
and then I'll just put a plastic bag or something. Sometimes it's just a hat on, and back to you, Lisa. And then sleep in it, and then do it wash my hair the next day.
There.
Yeah, but I just haven't felt like dyeing my hair. Yeah, it's tinted. Well, it was dyed, but then I tinted it. But I don't know if have you seen it since I got it cut? Yarn barf, because I had it Mars cut it, so it's actually layered.
Yeah.
I did iron it, so because it's very frizzy. Um and I did iron it a little bit, so it just lays flat. Plus it's rainy out, so that tends to make it frizzy. May I please ask a gigantic favor?
What's that?
You could ask. I'm not making any promises, Diane, until we hear it. You fell down once in the kitchen when you were in Washington. Yeah, I only had your underwear on. Exactly. I had 9 exactly.
I didn't have
Okay.
any underwear.
You didn't have.
on.
Well, yeah. Well, Vicky, yeah. You get it.
Oh, I think about that a lot because of
You
how
get
often
it.
I'm like
Yeah.
pantsless. I mean, I usually have underwear
Yeah.
on, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what they are. Us old schoolers, moms used to say, always have fresh underwear, because if you ever get into an accident.
That's funny because for how reserved I am, like I don't wear cut things often. I don't wear, I'm not a bit really revealing
no.
clothing person.
You're
But then I
conservative,
have
yeah.
also danced naked under the moon in the woods. I
Yeah.
walk around my house with just underwear and like a little t-shirt
Yeah.
on. So like it's funny how like it's a balance of
Comfort zone,
Comfort
or where it
zones.
belongs. Yeah, where it belongs for you. Exactly. Yeah. Walking around with no underwear on. Well, I wouldn't walk. Yeah, I would. I don't. I'm not
Right.
one
It's
to
nice
walk
to just
around.
have underwear, t-shirt, no
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, just wearing. I mean, people sleep. That's pajamas.
Yeah.
That's just pajamas. Yeah, t-shirt and underwear. Yeah, that's pajamas. I mean, when I first moved here, I had he's older now, but the neighbor used to sit in the woods and look in my windows because we have huge windows that go almost to the floor. And I'm out in the country, man. I figured there's nobody, no, I can't even see a neighbor. And yeah, they were up in the woods looking down, so I'm a little bit more
Yeah, whereas out this window, it's the road that no
Yeah.
one goes by.
Yeah, you have no
That
yeah.
window's the church, but I'm never really in that room.
No one's
And
ever at the church either, so
yeah. And then the windows on this, there's no real windows
Yeah.
on this side of the house where the actual
no one
neighbors
can
are.
see. So you really have a lot of privacy. Hi, JB. Amber, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're getting ready to go over to Dee's Creative Hands Crochet because on Saturdays we're between the D's, which we do have to talk about doing that where we're you know, in between the ferns. But yeah, we're going to be going over. Yeah, definitely drop your drops. There's Brenda's. Go to Brenda's Knots and Loops. Oh,
So
thank you, Zoya.
Stanley
Cake, yeah.
So Brenda from Brenda's Knots, Loops and Loops is going to be saying goodbye to YouTube due to illness. She has an Etsy with very
Yeah.
few cakes left. If we can ask people to go to her Etsy. Is her Etsy the same name? I'm assuming.
Yeah, Zoila just dropped
Zoila
it.
just dropped it. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yes, so please,
if you
didn't hear me, I'm going to repeat it. But yes, anybody that can, if you want to head over to that Etsy and maybe help out
Absolutely.
and see if there's any of those yarns that you can help out.
Oh, Stanley cakes are beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish her well, and let's all keep her in our prayer.
That's not a gigantic favor at all. That's what we do around here.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. Yeah, and if there's any other milestones that you have going on, always you could drop them here.
That's
Your kids
always
called
welcome.
Moo. Yeah, the Moo-Moos. Yeah.
That's what I even say, like on the Facebook group I have. Yes, it's Mal and more with Mama G, but you can post your own videos there. You can post stuff you're selling there. Just be careful that's within Facebook stuff. But yeah, there it is again, just in case. But yeah, anything you can do to help, anything you can do to help, if you can head over there.
Yeah,
and always promote yourself.
Brenda's very sweet. I've watched her videos. I haven't seen her in a bit. I haven't seen a lot of y'all in a while. Yeah, Moo-Moos. Yeah, remember the Moo-Moos? Yeah, they're looking more and more attractive to me for my wardrobe as I get older. Now I understand why grandma's always had those on.
I can say, as somebody that's dressed for comfort for the last while, once you start dressing for comfort, it's hard to go back.
You're all right, Sal. You take care of Graham. Yeah, prayers for Brenda. Absolutely. She really is a very sweet person. Yeah, she got beautiful Stanley cakes. I know Mishi gets them quite a bit from her. Well, that's right. Mishi will take care of whatever's left, actually. I'm sure Mishi's going to buy more from her, but I'll have to pop over there. But definitely do check that out. Take care of her in Hawaii. Everyone, yeah, you're right. Yarn Barf, absolutely. Everybody wears muumuus in Hawaii. 80 thumbs. We're so close. So close to 100 thumbs. We got 9 minutes if we stay for a full 2 hours.
I made it the whole time without needing to leave.
I know.
For that thing.
No. Let's yes. Thank you, stomach.
Yeah, there's a few times I almost had to get up.
Thank you, Rusty's stomach. You're wearing a muumuu right now, Kristen?
Nice.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, I actually had a couple that were my grandmother's, to be honest with you, back in the day when you were small. When I was pregnant, because I had ones that they were like more bathrobe muumuus because they had snaps in the front.
Oh, I remember
my grandmother gave me those. Yeah. They were just nice, and they were cottons. They were really comfortable. Yeah, muumuus. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a solid imagery of you walking from the kitchen past the stairs and front door into the living room.
Yeah,
in the muumuu.
In a muumuu, yeah, because it was just really comfortable. And it would be a muumuu and underwear. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of undergarments of any sort. Yeah, but then again, I would
be comfy.
Yeah, it's all about the comfort, man. Absolutely. In fact, I just bought new slippers that are very comfortable. Glad I bought a size 8. I'm a size 7. And I was like, yeah, I was going to get a 7.5 because I figured I'm wearing thicker socks. And then I was like, well, let me get an 8 because then I could wear the thick socks. And then if they were too big for me, I can give them to her. good thing I 8 just fits me with a pair of socks.
Now it's very convenient because yes, there's a decent amount of size difference in certain aspects of us. But between us is kind of Coco, Aaron's kiddo.
Yeah.
So like if it doesn't fit and if it's too big for you, too small for me, there's that one. Our
Yeah.
feet size are very similar. So there's a lot of like, oh, okay, well, if we get it,
Yeah.
we might not have to return it. We can just
Give it to
redirect
well,
it.
we've done that. I've done that for even when you were younger, but
Yeah.
like ever go to like Goodwill or whatever, and I'll see clothes and I'm like, I don't want to try it on. But I knew there was always someone a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, a little bit taller. We all, were close enough that somebody can get use out of it. So I never bothered trying things on. And then I would see things and like, oh, this might be for this person, but then if it didn't fit, somebody else would get it.
So tall, yes. I know I joke all the
She's
time with the
tall.
same height, but she's tall. Her and I's torsos are very similar. So we wear the same shirts and everything. So we can share shirt sizes and such. But one time she stayed over and I completely forgot that she had gotten chilly. So she asked, get yourself ready for D's if you need to. I'm just telling a silly story.
Station break.
So she asked if she can borrow pants because it was cold. And I knew the pants would be a little short. So I just gave her a pair of leggings because she wore this anyway. And then this was during a Banjama weekend. So the rest of the weekend went by and completely forgot about this moment happening in the house. So then I find these shorts. Now, Aaron and I's torsos are the same. So this area both fits.
Yeah.
It's just our leg lengths are much different. So I've got these shorts on and I'm like, these shorts fit me. Like, whose shorts are these?
I know,
like,
right?
walking around the house.
You wanted to keep them because they did.
And then I told Aaron, and then Aaron was like, oh, yeah, those are my shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thank you, Gainy Joe, for the alias thummies. Gwen's always good with that too. A lot of you do that with the alias thummies. We appreciate it. And do that for other channels as well if they're trying to get to a certain amount of thumbs.
Yeah, there's the Black Cat Raid.
Black Cat Raid, thank you. Zoila, my girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you had company. I hope things have calmed down at your end of the woods there. Because I know it was probably a lot of craziness going on with company and family and all that. Anyway, all right, we're going to go and because I need a urination station break myself. And it was wonderful. Yeah, hugs to you, Michelle. Parmigiano. What?
Dude's in the corner.
Oh, Dougal. Yeah, there's Dougal the Destroyer.
Because he knows what time it is.
Yeah, they know what's happening. Because after
so as you can tell is when they're good boys during the live, afterwards, they get something.
Somebody give
from
them something.
Someone.
Yeah. See you at
so that's
Dean's.
what they're waiting for right now.
Yeah,
they know
they're
what time.
excited because we said urination.
Yeah, say hi to everybody.
Yep.
You saying hi to everybody.
Yeah, this is Hamish and Dougal.
Oh man, Ham.
Yeah.
Ham loves grandma.
Ham bone. He loves your grandmother.
Loves
Yes, he does. He's my favorite boy. And we love you guys anyway. I don't know. You have to do that because you have that. She got the touch screen thingy.
My mouse disappeared,
Rebecca
so now I only
McCauley.
have the external mouse.
Bye, Marie.
I'm going like it's up
Where's
there
the-
because of the
Because
StreamYard.
StreamYard,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going.
Oh,
Pushy
headbutt.
boy.
Yeah,
Pushy
he's
boy.
saying, let's go, Grandma. Give me a hug. Get on my lap.
Bye,
Bye, guys. We love you.
Tatas for now.
I'll see you Wednesday. She won't.